You're listening to the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
You know what you are? You're a popcorn salesman.
Worldwide Sports Radio presents the home stretch.
All right, let's hit the field.
With Tyler and friends.
Hello! Welcome to the home stretch. I am your host, Tyler Harrison, along with my co-host, Speedy Petey, and the return of Mr. One Line. Hello, Kevin.
How you doing?
How's it going? Speedy's over there giving play-by-play instructions. So, long story short, I got distracted just now. I met a friend out there, and we talked sports. It's an absolute disease. I keep telling people this. It's a disease. If you don't like sports, don't get into them. They're absolutely a terrible, terrible addiction. But around the world in sports, I heard Speedy just say it. So that's where we're going to start. I have to kind of go through these faster than I normally would because I just lost about a half hour of my own time. So let's go right now to college basketball because Speedy said it first, and I heard Speedy say it. Cincinnati is up 54-51 over 21-ranked Tennessee. That's about 9 minutes left in that game on ESPN2. On the Big Ten Network, 15, Michigan State in the nation. They take on Northwestern. They are up Michigan State 27-20. UVA, University of Virginia, beat Stony Brook.
Oh, they held on. Stony Brook came back and made it interesting.
They did. They definitely did. And as Long Island guys, that would have been freaking sweet.
Would have been Virginia versus the American East again.
University of Virginia did pull this one out, though, 56-44. Later today, Louisville takes on Miami of Ohio. Gonzaga takes on unranked North Carolina.
First time in 100, I think they said 102 weeks or something like that.
That's what, like 4 years?
In college basketball weeks, I think that's probably the equivalent of 9 or 10 seasons or something like that.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. But that's because they're missing
Cole Anthony, yeah. He's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks.
Well, as long as they're in prime shape for the ACC tournament, that's really all that matters. I don't think they're going to be a bubble team. I think they're going to get in quite handsomely.
Yeah.
But they take on Gonzaga on ESPN2 in about, a half hour. Baylor takes on University of Tennessee Martin. All right, there it is.
Yeah, that sounds right.
The Baylor's going to roll them out. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be close. San Diego State takes on San Diego Community College. Yeah, that's a blowout. They'll win that game by 50. Oregon takes on Montana, and this is a good game. Don't sleep on this game. University of Kentucky takes on Utah at 11 o'clock.
Utah's 8-2. They're a good team, too.
That's a good team. That's a very good team. So from college to the professionals we go. The Cleveland Cavaliers are up 72-50 over the Charlotte Hornets with about 4 minutes left in the third period. The Detroit Raptors... Oh, wow. I screwed that up. The Toronto Raptors are up 77-71 over the Detroit Pistons. There's about 9 minutes to go in the third quarter there. The Wizards are up 68-59 over the Chicago Bulls. And also on ESPN, you got the Miami Heat up 66-56 over the Philadelphia 76ers. And the Miami Heat are probably the surprise of the East, I would say, right? So far?
Yeah.
I mean, that...
They're really the only one. Everything else is normal.
That I think they'll phase out, though. I do. The Pelicans are up 30-21 right now over the Timberwolves. The Memphis Grizzlies are up 25-23 over the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then later today, the Orlando Magic take on the Nuggets. This is going to be a phenomenal game. The Boston Celtics take on the Dallas Mavericks. That, with or without Luka Doncic, is going to be a good basketball game. And then Golden State takes on the Portland Trailblazers as Portland tries to rewrite the ship. And D'Angelo Russell at this point is playing for his ticket out of town. That's how that goes. And then there's hockey. The reason hockey is last is because there's 3 games on. The Colorado Avalanche are tied at 1 over the Chicago Blackhawks. Ian Cole has scored for the Avalanche and Ryan Carpenter for the Blackhawks. And then later today, the Edmonton Oilers take on the St. Louis Blues at around 8:30. That game should actually start in a second now. And the first game without Taylor Hall, as the Devils are up 2-1. Adam Henrique has scored a goal in his return back to New Jersey. And Nico Hersher and Kyle Palmieri, Devil faithful, are the reason they're up 2-1. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Around the World in Sports, brought to you by Ray's Cafe, 150 Motor Parkway, Hop Hog, New York. Don't know the zip code, I do not care. That's an ongoing gag here, but I really could care less what the zip code is because I gave you the address to find us. So do you really need the freaking zip code? There's only one Hop Hog. It's really not that big of a deal. And that's Around the World in Sports. How are we doing over there, guys? Producer and producer two?
Doing well. How are you?
I mean, I've recovered from the aneurysm you gave me last night.
Just telling you who's better.
I mean, it would have helped if you were right, but it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. I get it. But a lot to get to, obviously. I've never had Speed sit in this seat and do it, but we will be doing it, the Playhouses. And not to make this a crying show, this might be the last time Speedy ever does it. Ah, God. This is not iced tea. This is Jack.
Don't tell Jeff.
Yeah, that's right. He likes
Woodford Reserve.
Oh, that's right. When I get paid, I'm gonna go buy a bottle of that just because I want to see if it's actually that much better than Jack. What did he say? That's broke people whiskey?
I think he said that. No, I forget the term. What was it? Like piss whiskey or something like that. I think.
No, but I'm sure he will call, and I'm sure I'll get the opportunity.
I forget. It wasn't that though.
But absolutely a lot to get to. Major League Free Agency has been on a whirlwind. Garrett Cole is officially a New York Yankee. They announced that early this morning. The deal is signed, delivered. It is what it is. Garrett Cole will be here for at least 9 years. Well, I take that back. There is an opt-out after, I think, 2024.
Yeah, $550 of the contract. Yep.
So that's interesting. And that's kind of where we're going to start with this because I completely forgot to tell you guys I wanted to talk about Garrett Cole. Madison Bumgarner has signed with the Arizona Diamondbacks. It seems to be a pattern with the Arizona Diamondbacks.
You like the title?
Of?
The show I gave to you, Madison Bargain Garner.
No, you didn't. Did you actually name it that?
Yeah.
Hold on, let's see here.
You told me yesterday, and I agree with you that it is a bargain.
That's great. That's fantastic. But yeah, I mean, and obviously there are whispers now that the Dodgers are no longer interested in Francisco Lindor. Apparently, the Yankees are. If that happens, that's one thing. But
yeah,
let's just cool down for a second. I think Cleveland realizes that they can only trade one guy at a time. They traded the guy in Corey Kluber that they needed to trade.
we already have LeMahieu and Gleyber Torres also.
Whoa. So we'll touch on the Gleyber Torres. Jesus Christ. The Corey Kluber trade. Hold that thought because Emmanuel Clase, I think, is going to be an amazing reliever in this league.
Really?
I do think so. He's definitely got the potential to do so. The problem with him is he only has 2 pitches, but he's got a very, very elite fastball. And his slider, he's got to work on. But other than that, he's pretty there. Now, also, there's a lot of Major League rumblings. Obviously, the Mets, I heard you guys talk about it. Rick Porcello, Michael Walker. The Yankees also added Adam Warren, which I think is huge for a couple different reasons. There's been a lot of movement in baseball. I can't remember all the things that have happened. Profar is now a Padre. Trixon Profar.
Everyone, he was the number 1 prospect in baseball.
Yeah, he was. And I'll be honest with you, San Diego might not be able to hit, but they're going to be able to pitch, and they're going to be able to field the crap out of the baseball. That's a pretty good defensive infield they have. I mean, I would venture to say probably the best defensive infield in baseball. Tatis Jr.,
Maybe.
Besides
Machado
being overpaid.
Well, Machado definitely got overpaid, but, I mean, I didn't want him as a Yankee, so as long as they didn't do it, I could care less.
Yep.
I mean, and if you look at it, if you were going to overpay for somebody, it had to be either Strasburg or it had to be Cole. And if it had to be Garrett Cole, then so be it. He was the biggest need. You fixed your biggest need.
Yep.
And now that we've circled the wagons, Garrett Cole is a Yankee. His press conference this morning, was very telling. Speedy, you know this. I was very critical of signing Gerrit Cole. Not because of the fact of his talent. I knew that I'd still say Strasburg was the best pitcher available. I'll stand by this. I questioned after Gerrit Cole's loss in the World Series, the whole I'm unemployed, do I need to answer these questions? It rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't like that. I thought that was a little bit of a telling tale sign of how he is. But I will say this. So far, how he landed in New York, signed autographs for a good 5-10 minutes. Now, that's not a long time. It's not a long time at all. But the amount of people he signed in that 5 to 10 minutes and the amount of questions he asked, or answered rather, from TMZ during that time period, and some of those questions were not easy questions to answer. And obviously the press conference this morning, I have completely changed my mind on Gerrit Cole. Gerrit Cole
wanted to be a Yankee.
Wanted to be a Yankee. Obviously, the pay cut. Listen, the pay helped. Okay, let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah,
the money was talking. The answers he gave Yes Network after the press conference about why he wanted to be a Yankee, though, the history, the fans, and they said, "Listen, there's pressure here." He said, "No, I expect pressure. I was the number 1 overall pick. When A.J. Burnett left Pittsburgh, I was kind of the guy. I know pressure. I was in Houston. I know pressure. I'm not afraid of the pressure." That right there, that calmed my nerves. Now, do the Yankees have the best rotation in baseball? No, they don't. I'm sorry, they do not. But do they have one of the? Yes, without question. Now, Domingo Germán, I'm sorry, my friend, or whatever the hell you are. You should never pitch another game of Major League Baseball as a Yankee again. The Yankees want to hold themselves to a higher standard. You should have been cut the day after you slept.
Well, he'll be suspended. It's just a matter of
40 games.
No more than that. More than that.
He should get more than that. But
how many did Reyes get?
Reyes
60?
I think Reyes got 50, and Russell got 40. So
he will get more than Jose Reyes.
I think he should. I'm just saying.
He should get suspended a year.
Right. I agree. I'm just saying I don't know if they will judge it like that.
All I know is the Yankees have depth. So even if you trade J. Happ and you lose Germán, you still got Montgomery. You still have Tanaka. You still have guys. Therefore, if everything stays healthy, that 4 is a really good 4 in baseball.
Yeah.
The Nationals, I still say, have the best 3 in Corbin, Scherzer, and Strasburg. That's not changing.
Yeah.
But there's some big dominoes still to fall. Mad Bum going to Arizona, I think, is a steal. The fact that, and this is what no one's talking about either, right? I knew Cole and Strasburg were going to get paid more than Mad Bum. No one could have told me Zach Wheeler was going to get paid more than Mad Bum.
Yeah, that's why I thought his market would have been a lot higher.
I mean, I heard 5 over 100. He didn't even get 100.
Wheeler's a 3-type pitcher.
I mean,
Wheeler's got a lot to prove.
He does, but here's the thing about Zach Wheeler. He was overpaid because they're really not far away. Philly doesn't need much.
He wasn't built for the Mets either.
The Mets are the Mets. So Zach Wheeler wouldn't surprise me at all if Zach Wheeler wins the Cy Young next year. Just to be honest, just based on he left the Mets. But Speedy, you're a Mets fan. How many times does somebody leave and bite you in the ass?
It's mostly hitters, but yeah.
All you need now, basically, is to trade Familia to, like, the Brewers and him close 30 games.
What about Cespedes?
No, you're not trading Yo-Yo. Giannis Cespedes.
He hasn't been healthy in years.
Yeah, but
so what are you going to get back for that?
You're going to get a Rosin back.
No, I'm not
and you're still going to have to pay the contract.
In general.
For who? The only trade that you could have made was for Jacoby Ellsbury, and he got cut.
Yep.
So there's no way the Mets are trading Cespedes at all. I will say this, though. I honestly think that Yoenis Cespedes, healthy, could make the Mets a contender. He was the best player on that team without question when he was healthy.
Yeah.
He's a 300 hitter who's got pop, good glove, great arm. And to be honest with you, his foot is not going to deteriorate his skill set at all, so I'm not really concerned about Yo-Yo. Yeah, he's overpaid. Got it. Understood. But you kind of knew that you overpaid him that day. It was just okay. We kept the guy that made us hopeful, because no one knew about Pete Alonso during that time. No one knew that you were gonna get Stroman and keep Matz and Thor and DeGrom and all.
He was
them.
there already. Those guys.
No, I know, but
definitely not the other pitchers.
You don't know what your team was going to do. I actually think the Mets are building something very decent over there. Now,
one can only hope.
Cespedes was always around the 280 hitter.
That's fine. 280. Nowadays, that's 300 because everyone loves 280 is a contact hitter now. I don't understand. But yeah, when Merrifield hits 310 and he's not the best second baseman in
last
baseball.
year, he played 2018, played 38 games, and he hit 262.
Yeah, but you can't. That's too small of a sample size, especially in baseball.
Yeah, you got it.
Especially if you played the
more
first
than half a season.
Yeah, I'm not even concerned about him. I really think that. Plus, he is kind of. Don't take this the wrong way, Speedy, because I know that you're going to turn around and go, "No, he's not." But I am just saying this because I think, honestly, I don't know who else it could be. Pete Alonso's the leader, but the leader, the voice in the clubhouse at this point is Yoenis Cespedes.
Yeah.
He's the longest tenured Met, correct?
Yes.
Maybe probably among hitters, yeah.
He's been there since 15.
Yeah, so among hitters, yeah.
So really, I mean, Pete Alonso can not learn, but I think him and Alonso are going to
that would be a
co-lead.
Serious 1-2 punch.
I mean, and then you add a guy like Jeff McNeil, who's he's a younger version of Daniel Murphy.
300. He hits it.
Michael Conforto, I've told you this. I love Michael Conforto.
He's got to be more consistent, though.
Right, but you trade Brandon Nimmo for like a solid reliever, maybe like a Raziel Iglesias or something like that. You're talking. You're talking. Now the problem is the NL East.
Give him more for rest.
Well, I'm just saying that just as a centerpiece. I'm just saying because you don't have any prospects, right? You don't have any left.
Just a shortstop and Jimenez. Everyone else is pretty far.
So, well, then at that point I would trade Rosario, but. All I know is the Mets are not far away. The problem with the Mets is the Braves, Phillies, and Nationals are better. The Mets aren't going to be bad. The Mets are going to be below at 500, and that's the Mets.
The Didi Gregorius signing for the Phillies.
You know what's crazy about the Didi signing? Does everyone forget Gene Segura's still there? That is going to be a very good infield, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. That infield is good. By the way, Scott Kingery is going to be a good player, too. Now, McCutchen coming back. That's going to be a good team next year. Very good team. And watch out for Reese Hoskins.
Need Bryce Harper, though, to step up.
Stop. Please, stop. Bryce Harper,
for
step
a
up.
player
Bryce
of his
Harper.
caliber, he's inconsistent season to season. He's right about that.
Yeah,
a player of his caliber, fine. As an average baseball player, he's well above everyone else.
No.
Yes, he is. Mike Trout is the only player you cannot really compare him to. Everyone else is fair game.
In terms of what?
If you took
you're comparing
Snugs
Mike
alert!
Trout to Bryce.
No.
He's saying
perhaps Cespedes can ride horses around the bases to save those ankles. P.S. Are we allowed to rip the new guy yet?
Got someone calling.
That's probably him.
Okay.
Is he on the phone?
Yeah.
Welcome to the home stretch. How the hell may I help you? Hello? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Live radio. Technical difficulties.
He's on.
Welcome to the home stretch. How may I help you?
Mr. Tyler Harrison, how are you?
Oh, the beef. Damn, I was tricked and bamboozled. Hashtag ban the beef.
How are you?
How are you, buddy?
You hear me?
Damn it, Snugs. Yeah, I can hear you. Snugs, you owe me one for this.
I asked you how you are. You don't even respond to me.
I said, how are you?
I'm all right.
Take the alcohol out of your ears. How may I help?
You're an idiot. My question to you, do you think the Mets should trade Syndergaard?
If the market continues to be strong,
no,
I would explore it. But
explore, sure, but
yeah,
again,
if
do
the
what.
I still think Syndergaard is
because
a part of that
to
piece
me,
there.
To me, you're going to get the most for him.
Right. If they get the market they got at the trade deadline for him, which the Padres were giving a haul.
right now-
I think the Astros were giving
now
a
they-
haul.
they
There was definitely options for
Well,
it.
the Astros now can't give you that haul.
No, I know that.
they-
I'm just saying the market was
Mets
still
have-
pretty strong in terms. Those were only the two ones we heard, but I'm sure even there were other teams involved in terms of starting pitching market, because pitching market has gotten much stronger over the years because of a lot of good hitters. Pitching has become more rare. So if that market continues to be that strong, yeah, you definitely explore it. But again, just don't trade him just to trade him.
I mean, if they trade him, they still got DeGrom, you still got Matz, and you still got Stroman.
We know.
So you still have 3 top pitchers.
Sure. I'm just saying don't sell low either.
No, that's
No, I'm
fine.
not
And
saying
I honestly
sell
think
low.
Porcello and Walker are going to be good, but my whole,
Marcelo's inconsistent.
that's fine.
Right, but when he's good, he's really good.
Yeah.
When he's bad, he's really bad.
I mean, he not too long ago he won a
That's
Cy
what
Young,
I'm
so
saying.
you
gotta
can say whatever
rely
you
on-
want.
You gotta, you're on and off
But,
with him.
I
Right,
mean,
so you just have to expect
the
every
Mets-
other
the
year
Mets-
kind of thing.
What the Mets are lacking right now is a catcher.
No,
And-
No, Ramos is a good
Wilson
catcher.
Ramos
He's
is
good
a
catcher.
phenomenal catcher.
He's a good catcher.
Well, he had a good year, but he's not like a top catcher.
No, when he
He's
was
a
a
top-
national,
he's a
when he
top
was a national,
offensive
you could
catcher.
argue he
Right.
was the best catcher in baseball.
He's a top offensive catcher. Defense, he's got to work on. But he's an older, bulky catcher
Yeah,
anyway.
but
you
there's
kind of
not
have
that
to
many-
sacrifice
there's
that
not
anyway.
that many good defensive catchers in Major League right now. So
No, everyone's kind of a specialist at this point, with the exception of
Yeah.
probably JT Realmuto. Everyone's kind of either really good offensively or really good defensively, but not both.
Like Gary Sanchez, he's really good offensively when he's not swinging at everything.
Well, right. That's
Yeah.
kind of my point. And the most younger catchers now are offensive catchers. It's a very phasey position as well.
Well-
So I would at this point, you gave him that money, which I was worried last offseason they'd overpay for him, but they gave him a good contract. You kind of have to ride him out at this point. The Mets' focus at this point should be bullpen.
should be what bullpen.
Yeah.
And that's what when me and you were talking about it on Tuesday. I asked you if the Mets should sign Betances,
Yeah.
and I don't think that'd be a bad signing.
No.
It wouldn't, except the fact he doesn't want to play for you guys.
Well, that's fine, but I mean, he's going to take the best offer that's on the table. Whether the best
I don't think so. I think he's going to be a Yankee for cheaper than people actually expect. I think he's
Oh,
going to
really?
take a pay cut to come back. Yeah, he's
Really?
not. No, I think so. Not a
I
long-term
don't think
deal.
I don't think we need him.
You do. We do, because of the fact of after Chapman, who's getting the ball to Chapman?
Britton.
Yes, you have a random hatred for Zach Britton.
It's
We
not
don't
a
know
hatred.
why.
It's not a hatred for Zach
Britton
Britton.
is one of the best bullpen pitchers. In
Yes,
baseball.
and he's versatile too.
Well, let me ask you this question: as bad as a year as Edwin Diaz had in the bullpen, I think you go back to him and give him another shot.
Yes.
You have to.
He's too young.
He's young.
I know, and but if he starts say the first 2 or 3 months and he's terrible again, then what do you do
Familia's
with him?
not cutting it.
Well, you also have Seth Lugo, and I think that 1-2 punch is going to be pretty good. And then there's another guy that I like too. Hold on, I'll think of his name.
Brock or
Brad Box is going to be a phenomenal signing for the Mets.
You don't
He's a
think
minor
maybe
league
they
deal.
should
He's not
take-
even. What happened?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
No, I was done talking.
Oh, all I was saying is maybe they shouldn't make Lugo the closer because he's had a better year.
That's
can
fine.
consider it. You can
That's
consider it.
fine. But you also have to make sure you don't shell shock Edwin Diaz to the
Right.
point of like, damn.
Yeah, he was already shell shocked. So what's the big? I mean, I
Mike,
don't
we've
know.
argued this many times. Closer mentalities are very fragile sometimes.
Unless you're Mariano Rivera. Other than that,
Yeah, well, you're talking about the best closers ever pitched in MLB history. So
Yeah.
come on now.
They don't always
The guy
pitch
can
well
run-
in other
the guy can probably
situations,
still
and that's
go
what
out there and,
right.
and pitch.
And that's why.
But
But again, those kinds of things are fading away now, where you don't have as many good pure closers. You have closers, but closers that could also be really good relief pitchers too,
The best
like
of-
who we just mentioned in Zach Britton, former closer, but he
Britton-
also pitched well in 8th inning spots, 7th inning spots.
Britton was
when-
one of the best closers for the Baltimore Orioles.
right,
in
you could
high
argue
school.
he was 2016 Cy Young. He was that good.
His sinker,
yeah,
nobody
but,
can.
I mean, we all know with the Mets that they don't spend money, but that Mets
Oh,
turning
yeah,
around
obviously.
within a couple of years. So hopefully, but I mean, they need to do something. I mean, you're gonna get Cespedes back. What is he gonna be?
Who knows?
even if he's a shell of himself, he's still going to be a serviceable outfielder. I don't think that's going to.
But this to me, it's interesting because this is his last year in his contract, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
So don't you think he's going to try and play for one more contract, possibly?
Oh, yeah, he's going to try. It doesn't mean he's going to do it. We'll have to see
I'm not saying he's
how he
going
plays.
to do it, but I'm saying, though, his mentality is
Of course.
he's getting older and he's going to want one more contract, so he's probably going to try and go all out. And who knows? I mean,
Matt Kemp
I don't
signed
know
with the
what's
Marlins. That's what I was trying to think of.
They're not going
gonna-
anywhere.
Yeah,
Neither's Matt Kemp.
true.
He'll end up back
Me,
with the
the Mets-
Dodgers on his, fourth stint or whatever.
I mean, I don't know. The Mets, me and Peter talked about 2 on Tuesday. I said, well, maybe Bumgarner, the Mets could have got him because they got him. Maybe he's on a cheap contract.
Yeah,
What?
that was incredible
Hold
how
on,
low he
stop.
signed for.
So you want the Mets to spend more money on pitching? What's wrong with you?
I feel like the Mets have enough pitching.
They do.
Their bullpen
Well,
is
they
the
could
real
move guys
problem.
to the bullpen and stuff like that. So I mean,
Bumgarner's not going to the bullpen.
No, you're definitely not moving Bumgarner.
I would move
Oh.
Mats.
That's
Why
been
is he on the
only thing.
team?
He was the best pitcher for them last year.
Steven Matz? No, he wasn't.
It wasn't.
He was not the best pitcher.
He was the most consistent pitcher for the Mets last year.
Over DeGrom?
No. DeGrom didn't have
Well-
the hitting for him to win those games.
Yeah,
Go-
we're
go
not even
look at
talking
Matt's
about
numbers.
wins and
Go
losses.
bring up Matt's numbers. He had a good season. He had a really good season.
Did he have a better season than Syndergaard? I don't know about that.
No, he had.
There
better
was
years
there
than
was
Syndergaard.
like maybe 2 months in the season where he was the best pitcher for the Mets last year.
Yeah,
Snugs alert.
yeah. I'll give you a month and a half. I don't know about the whole season though.
When Dak
I think
Prescott,
you'll What
when-
does Snugs want?
when Dak Prescott is done celebrating his Super Bowl win this year, he could catch for the Mets. He will have plenty of time this summer. Hashtag ban the beef.
All right. FYI, he had a 4.21 ERA. He had 153 strikeouts and a WHIP of 1.34. I'm trying to figure out his strikeout to walk ratio. Why am I in game logs? That's maybe the problem. But yeah,
Well, he
it's
needs
still,
he needs that lefty. He needs that lefty in the bullpen. And I think Matt is a better pitcher than Stroman.
No.
Stroman looked terrible last year for the Mets. Terrible.
Yeah,
You gotta
but
give him a year.
He pitched good with Toronto before he went to the Mets.
Gotta
Yeah,
give him
but-
a year. New York's different. You gotta give him a year.
You guys, so you give him one more year, you think?
all-star before he
July
went to the
this
Mets.
year. July this year, you'll know if he can pitch in New York or not.
Interesting. So as of right now with this team, what do you think their over/under is? Or what is it? At war? What do
80
you-
wins.
And they missed the playoffs.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. I would venture to say so.
That division's just way
because
too good right now.
Philly, I think Philly's going to win that division, and I think Atlanta's still. They're also very good, also.
Yep.
So I don't see them getting past those two at all.
Yeah, that would take a lot of overperformances for that to happen, or the Phillies to underperform. But I don't see that happening 2 years in a row.
Yeah, true. But I mean,
Joe
I don't
Girardi
know.
will
To me,
fix the ship.
If the Mets
They got the
were
perfect
smart-
coach.
Well, the Mets screwed up with not getting Girardi. I mean, that was ridiculous. They
I
should
told
have
you.
him in a heartbeat.
I don't understand what that would even mean. I told you from the beginning that the New York Mets were going to regret that. And again, though, Carlos Beltran is a perfect Met manager. He's a Met. He's probably the greatest Met since Mike Piazza.
He wasn't a
They're not.
He wasn't Met, but he wasn't like homegrown.
He was a better Cardinal than a Met, though.
No.
No.
No way. No way.
Royal, you can argue, not Cardinal.
Right. Or
Yeah, no,
maybe
Cardinals.
Astro, but not.
In the playoffs?
No. Carlos Beltran
He was good the
one of
one
best-
year for the Cardinals.
Carlos
but that was
Beltran
it.
got extra kudos because of the playoffs. Carlos Beltran is a Hall of Fame switch hitting hitter who played in New York for both the
Yep.
Yankees and the Mets. He's bilingual, and as much as people want to say that doesn't matter, you're going to be able to relate to these kids in a language they understand. They're going to be easier that way. It's going to be easier for him. He has the heritage. He knows where they come from. He's got all of that down for the Mets. That is the perfect guy for the Mets. He's great. He's a fantastic guy. Joe Girardi, as great as he is going to have a harder time relating to the Mets than Carlos Beltran is. Carlos Beltran is going to be a good Met. I don't know if he's going to be,
Not gonna be an Aaron
AJ
Boone.
Hinch, but he's not going to be or Kevin Cash, but I'll tell you one thing: he ain't Aaron Boone.
Yeah, exactly. No Aaron Boone.
Well,
So we have the worst manager in New York.
both him and AJ Hinch need cameras, though.
Who?
Carlos Beltran.
Listen, Aaron Boone's a lot of things, but he has not cheated yet.
I know. I'm not saying that he has. I'm saying
I
AJ
don't
Hinch
understand
has.
why you dislike Aaron Boone so much when he took a beat-up Yankee team to over 100 wins this year.
Yep.
I mean, I don't understand it.
He emptied the whole farm system almost.
The guy's a good manager.
Aaron Boone's not a good manager.
Here we go.
Who?
Aaron
Who?
Boone's a good manager.
What? What'd you just say on my show?
You heard what I said.
One more time.
Aaron Boone's a very good manager.
You're both dumb.
How? How is that? How is that?
You turn your mic off and hang him up. Alec from Cleveland is trying to call in, and by God, I'd rather talk to him.
He's got the most wins in the first 3 seasons than any other manager.
How's he done that? He's only managed 2.
Well, 2.
I just don't understand your reasoning. That's all. I'm confused. Explain to me your reasoning.
Who's been better than him in the first 2 seasons of their manager?
Kevin Cash, Rocco Baldelli. I don't know.
2 seasons.
Joe Torre.
Rocco Baldelli has not managed 2 seasons.
Doesn't matter. I've seen enough in the first one. Kevin Cash. That is Alec from Big. Well, never mind. I apologize. That is Alec from Cleveland. Beef.
The guy took a beat-up Yankee team.
Beat up Yankees team. Kevin
The
Cash.
whole team
Hold
was
on.
hurt.
Hold on. Kevin Cash last year took the same Rays team with about 23, 22 injuries. This basically 4 or 5 less than the Yankees, less payroll, and damn near did the same thing the Yankees did in the postseason. I don't want to hear about that crap. If Kevin Cash managed the Yankees, we would have won a goddamn World Series last year. I'm over this.
How could you compare Kevin Cash to Aaron Boone?
Because he's a better manager.
No, he's not.
You're nuts. Kevin Cash ain't a better manager than Aaron Boone.
No.
This is why baseball's a dying sport. People talk out of their ass. You guys don't watch baseball. It's clear
facts.
as day.
Aaron Boone is
How's it facts? You could have managed that Yankee team to 90 wins in your sleep.
The whole team was hurt.
Not at the same time.
Every other week there was someone else hurt.
They missed Stanton the full season. They missed Betances a full season. And then they missed Severino for 90% of the season. Everyone else played 75% of the season.
Okay, Gio Urshela dealt with injury problems also.
Gio Urshela was an all-star. Borderline all-star. Next. Gary Sanchez, borderline all-star. Next. Luke Voit, borderline all-star. Next. DJ LeMahieu, damn near MVP. What are you talking about? I'm begging you guys, if you're going to call my show, have better stats than, oh, well, I think so. And Beav, I swear to God, if you say, it's my opinion, I'm going to slam the phone through the floor. We have guests in here, and you're making me very angry. It's not good.
You're the only one on this network that thinks Aaron Boone is not a good manager.
Because I'm the only one with common sense. That's why. Common sense ain't common.
He's a very good manager.
Oh God, that's great.
So you're telling me you could go out there right now and manage that Yankee team to what Aaron Boone did? You're out of your mind.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You wouldn't even sniff 80 wins with that team.
Aaron Judge was almost out for the whole season.
No, he was not.
He was out for
He played almost 100 games. He played 162. What are you drinking over there?
It seemed
and you're underage, so you shouldn't be drinking nothing.
It seemed a lot longer than with all the players that were hurt.
Nope. Come on. You're supposed to be Yankee and Mets fans. This is the one thing you guys should know most, and you're all wrong. Everything you guys have said has been wrong. Statistically, you've been wrong this entire time. Literally. You said wrong? Judge missed the whole season. He played more than half of it. Gary Sanchez missed 2 months. That's about it. Listen, I get it. He had to overcome obstacles. But look at what he's done.
You just said it. He overcame obstacles. That makes him a good...
Yes. Jason Garrett is a good coach.
No, he isn't.
Good. The word
isn't a
good
good
is
coach.
key here. Good is so
How is
plain
Jason
and vanilla
Garrett a
now.
good coach?
Jason, it's a
He's
good
done
is
nothing
average.
with the Cowboys.
Aaron
three
Boone's done
playoff-
nothing with the Yankees, pal.
Oh my!
What?
You are-
What's Aaron Boone won? Is there a World Series better that I was
They're
asleep
gonna
for?
win the World Series this
All right.
year.
Well, by
That's
the way,
great.
no
You
more
better
Jason
win.
Garrett talk until next week.
I'm going to tell you this right now. If the Yankees do not win a World Series this year, Aaron Boone better be fired the day after the World Series. I don't care who they replace him with. I don't care if they get Stevie Wonder and put him at manager and tell him to watch the baseball game. I don't care. If Aaron Boone does not bring a World Series to New York after this season, he's fired. Fired. Vince
how much
McMahon, fired.
I'll tell you right now, if Aaron Boone was fired, he would get a call immediately to another team.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would.
Yeah, he would. You know by who? ESPN, because they
No,
want him
he
back as an
wouldn't.
analyst.
No, he
That's
wouldn't.
where he'd go back. He would not get another manager
He would
job.
get a manager job for another team, but I would say there's a 90% chance he would not win 100 games with that team.
You're acting like the Yankees had no talent on that team, and they just filled up. It wasn't like he was at Kansas City when they had Whit Merrifield and Jorge Soler, and that was it. The Yankees lineup was stacked with it, regardless. And everyone's telling me he had injuries. He had a lot of injuries. Half the guys that got hurt, you couldn't even
The whole
name.
starting lineup was hurt.
At the same
there
time.
was a fill-in almost every single game.
That's a complete lie.
There was.
Didi had off-season surgery. He was back by May.
I'm not talking about Didi. I'm talking about other
Well,
players.
Didi was an everyday player. And then I got guys on this network that told me DJ Mayhew wouldn't even play every day. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You're out of your mind. He was a top 5 second baseman before he got here.
DJ LeMahieu didn't play every game this year.
He played a lot of games.
Errol,
He played a lot of games.
I'm talking to you now. I'm
Errol,
begging you.
Errol.
Yeah, I'm talking
Errol
to Errol.
wasn't the one who said that.
No, I know. Errol, I'm begging you. If you're going to give me producers, test them. Ask them common questions. Like, I don't know, what does the best pitcher in baseball get? MVP. No, Cy Young. All right, we can train you, but
Cy Young, I knew that.
no. Oh, well, that's good. So the fact DJ Mayhew played damn near 150 games.
I don't think Breeze is
Yeah,
better
he played
than
a lot of
Peyton
games.
Manning.
Drew Brees is better than Peyton
No,
Manning.
he's not.
He's better at every aspect of quarterbacking than Peyton Manning is.
Yeah, I know. Here we go.
Oh, by the way, the playoff record percentage is the same.
You're only
The same.
Whenever we talk about Breeze, you're always going to bring up the completions percentage.
You've been here
he
2
has
days.
No MVPs.
You've been here 2 days.
Manning's won 5 in a row.
You know who else has
It's just
barely any MVPs? Kobe's got 1, and he's considered a top 10 all time. So
yeah,
guess
but
what?
he's also got 5 NBA titles.
And Drew Brees has a Super Bowl in the NFC.
In the NFC,
Because
which
of
is
the
a very
defense and
high
special
parity.
teams.
If Drew Brees was in the AFC still with the Chargers, he'd have 2 or 3. Point blank.
Really?
I
Oh,
agree.
yeah.
Look,
Oh, yeah.
I tell people this all the time. Look at the disparity in the conferences. But I think after the Bucks Raiders Super Bowl 37, look at how many teams, the variety of
You're
teams
right.
that made the
Besides the-
Super Bowl in the
besides the
AFC.
Patriots in the AFC.
Patriots, Steelers, or whatever team Peyton Manning was on, with the exception of the Ravens, 1 year. And then look at the NFC.
Even the Colts with Andrew Luck.
Look at the NFC. There were only 2 teams that made it twice: the Seahawks and the Giants.
Hashtag
That was it.
Snugs alert.
Yes.
Get ready for this one.
Ooh, I'm ready.
Hashtag mute the new producer.
Whoa.
Yeah, says Jason Garrett's a good coach.
No, Stug doesn't think that.
No, him.
God.
No,
Him.
It's not my opinion, buddy, but I mean, Jason Garrett.
If Jason
Is
Garrett
not
has
a-
to do sprints with the team in order to motivate
No,
the team.
Jason Garrett talk until next week.
Jason Garrett
It's
is
going
not
on
a
longer
bad
than
coach.
the Andrew Luck Hall of Fame discussion.
Well, that's good because I don't know why that lasted so long.
The
but
last Sunday was the
answered my-
Cowboys' best game of the season.
that's right.
And it took-
and guess
you know how long
who
that
game
took?
planned that? Oh, Jason
Yeah,
Garrett
it's not gonna-
outcoached Sean McVay.
It's not going to save
Gee
his job.
golly gee, what does that probably mean?
All right.
He's a good coach.
If they
Oh,
win this Sunday and they lose
they're not
it-
winning this Sunday. The Dallas Cowboys are going to get slapped around this
Oh
Sunday.
my! You really think the Eagles are beating them?
Yes, I do.
How?
Tony Pollard ain't run for 120 yards.
Who cares? Forget Tony Pollard.
I mean, Tony
What
Pollard-
about Amari Cooper tearing up Darby?
I don't think that's going to happen. I think
You're
that
acting like Darby's a top 10.
you're acting
corner.
like Dak Prescott's not going to be on his ass the whole day.
that offensive line.
Listen, there are people here, and you're making me very angry, and I do not want to make them very uncomfortable because I'm going to get very loud, and they're going to get very concerned. and I don't want to ruin their potluck. I want them to enjoy their food.
Well,
it's the holiday season. I smell mashed potatoes,
I think we
and
have
I
somebody,
want some.
I think we have somebody encouraging you to be louder.
Yeah.
There's no mashed potatoes. What kind of potluck is that? Who's in charge of this thing? Oh, well, never mind. She's done a wonderful job. That's all right. Well, on that note, I'm fired. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day. Happy holidays. Speedy, you got this, right?
Also, I have to give all the playhouses to Kevin? All right, this will be interesting.
Yeah. From the sounds of it, you're going to be here a long time.
You never answered my question, though.
You say so many stupid things, Beav. I can't possibly imagine
like
what
Jason,
your question is.
Jason,
you guys went off topic, so I want to know your reasoning. Why your true reasoning why you think Aaron Boone is a bad manager?
Yeah, what is the reason behind that?
So let's just talk for a second about what a Major League Baseball manager's job is. Okay? I'm not yelling. Beav, am I yelling? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, am I yelling? A resounding no. A resounding no. I had one. You know what? I made a stupid comment, and she's paying me back for it, but that's fine. I had a unanimous no just now from the jury.
You're yelling right
I'm
now.
not yelling. I'm going to yell at you in a second. I'm not yelling.
So
All I'm
give
right.
your reasoning. Go ahead.
Right. I'm talking with stern dictation in my voice.
Which is yelling.
No, it's not yelling. If you go to actor school, they tell you that dictation is just a higher or lower pitch. I'm going to yell at you in a second because you've been here 2 days. So you need to calm down and you need to let me get through
I
this.
know more about who's better between Peyton and Breeze.
Oh, God. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to ask you this. You had to build a franchise to a Super Bowl right now. Are you taking Peyton Manning or Drew Brees in their prime?
Thank you.
Oh, sir.
Oh,
Sir, you got to get out. Food or no food, you got to get out.
Can you answer my question?
The reason I say Aaron Boone's a bad manager, I'm sorry, I'll talk to you guys on the break, but I literally cannot, I can't, it's not a simple answer. So the lineup now that a manager used to make, you don't make anymore. The computer tells you who should hit where because analytics say that's where the hitter should hit. So Aaron Boone doesn't make the lineup, okay? Despite what every genius thinks. He doesn't make the lineup. What he's in charge of is making sure that his pitcher goes to the bullpen on time, which he doesn't do.
he
And
doesn't deserve any of the credit that the Yankees have been.
he
through
deserves
So far.
the first year, no. So what I'm saying is, Aaron Boone has done and this word on this network gets thrown. He's done a good job. He's not an elite manager. He's not Bobby Cox. He is not A.J. Hinch. He's not Kevin Cash. He's not.
No, you're right. He doesn't need cameras to help.
Oh, okay. Good job. He's not Rocco Baldelli. He's not a guy. He's not Craig Counsell. He's not the guy in Arizona. He's not Mike Schilt. He's not a guy that's going to change the franchise. Hell, Don Mattingly's done just as good job as he has in Miami. Oh, yes, he has.
Don Mattingly did a horrible job with a very good Dodgers team.
No, I mean in Miami. He's done a pretty good job in Miami. So,
You're just contradicting yourself. You
How?
said because you said he's a bad manager, and now you just said he's a good manager.
he's
so now
good.
I'm confused.
He's good. He's not.
But you said
But no. You got
bad.
people saying that he should win Manager of the Year last year. He's not the best manager in the American League. He's
should've won
not
Manager
even the best
of the
manager
Year
in his own
last year.
division, Beav. Kevin Cash is the best manager in baseball. By far.
I didn't say he was the best manager in baseball. I said he did a great job with the team that he had with all the injuries.
He did a good job. You, me, and your grandma could have coached that team to 100 wins.
If you win over 100 games 2 years in a row.
2 years. He's only managed 2 years. Why you keep telling me 3? He's been here 2 years. By the way, hold on. And let's not act like in the regular season he didn't get cakewalks, okay? He did have to play teams like the Baltimore Orioles, the Toronto Blue Jays. Who else is a garbage team? Kansas City, Detroit.
In
Hold
his
on.
defense, so did Kevin Cash.
No, that's fine.
And I agree with you.
That's
Cash is a
fair.
better manager. I'm just telling you that.
That's fair. So in the playoffs, it's when managerial strategy really is it's the most important time. Aaron Boone got outmanaged his rookie year by another rookie manager in Alex Cora. You can't tell me otherwise. And this year, he constantly made decisions that made me go, huh. Like, for example, if you know your season is a day away from ending, You're not sending out your best option, and you're going to send out a reliever that has pitched twice already in that series, and the Astros were licking their chops to go round 3?
So who are you talking about, Tanaka?
Severino, anybody that could have started that game. Jay Happ, because remember, when the Yankees traded Jay Happ, they promised me, this is the guy, this is the big guy. Don't get confused, Jay Happ, he's our guy. That's not, no. So you needed somebody else.
Everyone knows the Yankees were missing starting pitching, and they weren't going to go to the World Series because they didn't have enough starting pitching.
But Joe Girardi with the same or less starting rotation was a game away. So what happened? You got worse at the manager helm, and your team has suffered. By the way, since Aaron Judge has had Aaron Boone as manager, how's Aaron Judge look to you? He ain't the same hitter. He ain't even close.
He was hurt.
Right, but Aaron Judge with Joe Girardi didn't get hurt.
I have all the some players that have been injured this past season.
I don't care about that.
Stanton-
Aaron Judge, Stanton missed a full season. Whoop-de-doo-dah. By the way, half the Yankee fans when Stanton traded. I don't know why.
Aaron Hicks.
Aaron Hicks is overrated.
Mike Talkman.
Oh, whoop-de-doo. Oh, man, I lost this debate. Mike Talkman, okay.
Hold on a second. So let me get this straight. You think Joe
name is the
Girardi would have
players.
won a World Series with that team?
This team?
Yes.
If Joe Girardi was managing this Yankees team, they'd be the team to beat in baseball without question. Without question.
I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah? Watch the Philadelphia Phillies this year. Just watch them.
It's the same. Because it's the same pitching.
So you're saying the
that he had
Phillies
no
are going to
pitching.
the World Series?
Yankees
The
had
Phillies
no
will
pitching.
absolutely win the NL East this year. I'll put money on it now.
Oh my!
The Yankees had no pitching. So
NL East,
I don't care what manager was there. You were not winning.
But
Sorry.
hold on. Everyone tells me that the Yankees got out hit. They were close. Our pitching wasn't bad. Our pitching was good. The Yankees.
Pitching was the worst part.
No, it wasn't. Come on. Did you guys watch the ALCS? Did you watch it at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
So at least 2 of the games we had to start almost our whole bullpen to make up for our
Because
starters.
Aaron Boone made
we have no other
bad
starter. We had no other
decisions.
starters that were reliable.
I can name 4.
Who?
Tanaka.
Okay.
You literally brought Severino back for the postseason. There was no other reason to bring him back in late September other than the postseason, correct?
Okay.
James Paxton, who everyone tells me was a Cy Young guy the second half of the year. I didn't see it.
He was.
But
He
second
was
half.
a
Second
Cy
half,
Young.
yes.
Look at the
Sure.
numbers.
Second half, not
Second half.
overall season. Just
That's
second.
3.
No, not the overall. The second half season.
Right, he was the best
Right.
pitcher in the American League in the
Yes.
second half of the season.
Yes.
And
Number 4.
and you still had Happ, and you
Hap,
had
Hap isn't reliable.
Jay Happ was brought into the Yankees because they wanted him
He wasn't
to
he
make
wasn't the same this year.
He's a better starter than Chad Green was. Chad Green got demoted in June.
Chad Green should
Jay
never
Happ
been a
did not-
starter.
Well, that's who your manager threw out there in Game 6 to start the last game of a potential
Yeah,
season.
because he had no other options.
But he did have other options.
Not really. He had been J.A. Happ. That's the only other option he had.
Well, that's an option, ain't it?
Jay Happ,
Jackass.
Jay
Ain't
Happ.
that isn't that an option? And there's listen, I can't talk about this anymore. I'm not talking about this anymore because I feel my body getting too hot. So, Beeve, it's been a
that's
pleasure. If you've been trying to call the show, I think it's been Alec, formerly of Big Play Sports, our
I
Cleveland
hope
guy.
it is.
I
hasn't
hope
called
so
in a while.
too. Yeah, I know, and
Yeah.
I would love to ask him a question or two.
Well, Tyler, you go. Relax yourself now. Take a
I'm
breath.
going to try. I hope I've entertained some people in the process, but
You'll be all right.
no, I hope so. But I'm sweating now. I feel like I'm boiling. So I'm going to try to go coerce some food from this potluck. And next when we come back on the home stretch,
Now you don't have to go to the gym. You're good.
yeah, right? We got a gym. We got a potluck. I'm a made man. Oh, God damn, the phone's ringing. All right. Goodbye,
All right.
Beef. It's
Take
been a
care,
pleasure.
Tyler.
Hashtag ban the beef.
Good.
Let's see what Alex got for me so that way I can go get some food. Welcome to the home stretch. How may I help you?
What's going on, guys? This is John. Let's get to the chase with Aaron Boone. Okay, he's average to okay at best.
Really, John? Oh.
Your cousin's smarter than you. Have I ever told you
No.
that?
Bullpen decision.
He still said something yesterday.
Like,
though,
and
remember.
that's you hit the
What?
nail right on the head.
Lundqvist thing.
Bullpen decision.
Who? Oh,
This guy,
that's
same
true.
guy.
Oh, Ted Clock is right twice a day.
At best. Girardi, I think, a way better manager, although Cashman made it very obvious. It didn't matter if they won a World Series that year. He was going due to whatever, the lack of communication with players, whatever.
Or Joe Girardi told him,
wanted
it's
to
my
start.
team, I'll manage my team my way, and you're not going to have a say in it. That's what happened. But
I do think Girardi is a better manager than Boone. I do.
thank you, John. You are a breath of fresh air. Speaking of a breath of fresh air, hello, good sir. What's up? Hello, say hi. Hi. This is Hakeem. He's the reason I went on late. I was talking to him for a half hour.
So, the Mets. What do you guys think about the Mets? They're going to do the same thing. This is what the Mets do. They come out very hot.
Don't tell Petey that.
And
He's a
then
Mets
they're
fan.
going to go right back.
No,
to
I
the
know
Mets.
it as a Mets fan. They're a very streaky team.
Very streaky.
No, they aren't.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think?
I don't think it's any different. Their division's way too good right now, and
Right.
They're-
Right. Not
right now
like-
just making
like
small
you guys
moves at
covered
this
it
point.
already.
Marisnik is just going to replace Lagares, and he actually might be worse. He had a 280 on base percentage with help from cameras. So
I do think, and you guys were covering it, the Stroman situation is very interesting. He's exiting the arbitration this year, so he's going to want that big money contract.
He never wanted to be a
And
Met,
frankly,
though.
I think he's going to get it, but I just don't know who. Who do you guys think could be in that market?
What are we talking about? I'm sorry.
Marcus Stroman.
Stroman after the arbitration this year.
He'll probably get anywhere between 10 to 15.
That's it? That's all you think? I mean, you look
Yeah,
at
he's
Ewing's
kind of been
contract,
up and down as a
Ewing's
pitcher throughout his
contract,
career, and I think most of his years have been down more than, or not down, but not high double-digit money pitcher. Usually, generally, you want those kinds of pitchers. If you're going to pay him anywhere between 15 and 20, or even in the 20s, you generally want him to be number 2 to ace type pitchers,
I
which
think
Stroman really
he's
hasn't
gonna be
been.
looking at the 16 to 20 range. He's going to be looking somewhere around there.
I mean, if he has a nice year, it's possible, but
That's what I'm saying. He goes out there, he goes 10 and 10, 12 and 10.
I'm terrible at spelling.
Someone throw it at him.
right. But I also think, though, too, that GMs have also gotten a lot smarter, where they're not just overreacting to 1 year either. So
Pleasure. Absolutely.
even that kind of thing could still be up in the air. Now, there's always the exception to the market, like the Phillies were this year with Zach Wheeler. I don't think he would have gotten that kind of money from other teams. Like, I think there could be somebody that gives him that, but I don't think that would be exactly what he's going to average throughout the entire market.
Wheeler getting more than Bumgarner. Insane.
It's a joke.
Insane.
It's a travesty. But I'll tell you one thing: it's a hell of a bargain by the Diamondbacks.
Phenomenal.
Definitely a bargain.
What did you call it, Speedy?
The bargain garner.
Absolutely fantastic. But
I
John,
will say though, I'm surprised. I'm surprised in Arizona. Definitely a little surprised.
no, they weren't far away.
Why do they get all the
Makes sense.
best pitchers?
Because apparently they know what to do. Terry Lavello, is that his name?
Torey Lavello. Yeah,
Torey
he was-
Lavello's a good manager too in
he
his
is a
own
good
right.
manager, yes.
He is a good manager. He might be the best manager in that division.
Yeah,
And if you
I
go
think he's
back
definitely the
to
best
that,
manager in that division.
Well, that's right. Bucci stepped away. Right.
Alex Cora and Aaron Boone, absolutely. He got outmanaged at all times.
And Alex Cora, I don't think is a great manager
No,
either.
he's not.
But yeah,
He's in the same boat as Boone,
yeah, he's probably. in
but
that-
he's better than
right.
Boone apparently because
Yeah,
he did a phenomenal job.
that's fine. I think he's that kind
But
of
it
one of
was
the best
evident
Red Sox
he was
teams of all time.
outmanaged that whole series. Very
I mean, he
evident.
won a World Series. Aaron Boone hasn't, so that kind of gives you the stroke.
and he survived the cameras.
Yeah, right. But John, it's been a pleasure. I do have to go get some food and something to drink, and we do have a segment to get to that's very important, and we need to take a break before Errol Marks kills me.
All right, I'll talk to you guys.
All right, absolutely, John. Pleasure.
See you later.
See, look at that. Just take notes from your cousin. Your cousin knows what he's talking about baseball. So you're the hockey guy. He's the baseball guy. That's good. It's good. So you're split down the middle.
Basketball, football, too.
No, I know that, but I don't know which one's right about what, so that's fine. But when we come back, it's Speedy's Playhouse. Am I going to kill you?
We'll see.
Oh, God. Next on the home stretch, it's Speedy's show. I'm just going to sit here.
It's the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
I manage the baseball team.
Little League.
Fantasy League.
We are back with the home stretch on the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back into the home stretch here. Speedy Petey here with Tyler Harrison and our new producer, Kevin. What's your last name?
McGinnis.
Kevin McGinnis.
Oh, like Guinness.
Our new producer, yes.
McGinnis to Guinness?
You and the alcohol.
Listen, man. It's just look, you scared everyone away because you're a bad joke. Good job. Absolutely.
Because you're a bad joke.
Or they just finished dinner.
No, I don't think so. I think it was your bad joke.
But regardless, me introducing it is time for Speedy's Playhouse, this week's edition. We might actually get to do it on time this time, for once.
Well, we'll see how that goes.
We'll see how that goes. So we're going to start in football because we've been talking about all week the breaking of the touchdown record by Drew Brees.
Who?
541 career touchdowns, breaking the all-time record set by Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning broke it when it was Brett Favre's. Brett Favre broke it when it was Dan Marino's. And
Shattered it when it was Dan Marino's.
So, you get where I'm going with this?
I get all the teams that Drew Brees.
Okay.
No.
No.
So, you get the opponents
For the games of the quarterback.
of
that
each
did it.
time the quarterbacks that did it in the top 50 of currently of touchdowns. If I did it the whole time, I couldn't find all that.
So, how many teams?
There are 5 teams. So you're going to have to use 4 per team.
Jesus.
Because Dan Marino and Drew Brees both did it against the Colts. So
Oh, God.
that's mutual.
Present or future?
This one will be, let's see, this one will be future. I'll have your baseball one be present and your hockey one also be future. So future for this one. So you get the Colts. Peyton Manning did it 2014 Sunday Night Football against the 49ers.
Okay.
That was Jim Harbaugh's last year there. And then before that, Brett Favre did it in division against
Vikings.
the Minnesota Vikings.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
You're that predictable.
So then Dan Marino did it against the Bills. Dan Marino breaking the record of Fran Tarkenton. Fran Tarkenton then broke the record held by Johnny Unitas. And Johnny Unitas did it against the Buffalo Bills.
That's 4 teams, Speedy.
And then Johnny Unitas broke the record of Y.A. Tittle. He did it against the Washington Redskins.
Oh, my God.
So those are your 5 teams. And you
How
have
the
to
hell am I
use-
going to take 4 freaking Redskins?
They have enough defensive players. You can do it. Figure it out.
Thanks.
All right. So this one is future. You got to get the football music. It should be on the Safari. ESPN NFL primetime music. Get that up for us. There we go. All right. So we will start with the quarterback. If it's a passing game, start with the quarterback.
Jesus.
Unfortunately, Andrew Luck is not eligible.
Yeah, right. That's a damn shame. I don't know who my coach is going to be either. Actually, no, that's a lie. So, I can't believe I might actually do this. I'm really leaning with Josh Allen here. But the problem is, the reason I'm only leaning towards this other guy is I don't know how long he'll play in the league. I am, though, going to take Jimmy Garoppolo because he's the best quarterback that fits both categories.
All right. They got to throw it somewhere. Wide receiver.
You know what? Let's get this out of the way. Stephon Diggs, come on down.
All righty. Now we'll go to the defensive side of the ball. Let's start with defensive tackle this time.
DeForest Buckner.
All right.
And half my Niners are done. But that wasn't my concern, so.
Center.
How old is Mitch Morse?
My guess is 28, but I'm not sure. Let's see.
And Mitch Morse it is.
He's 27, yep.
All right, Mitch Morse. There's a bill.
Young enough. All right, a safety.
Landon Collins. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, I know.
It's not my fault.
Well, with all the times we get the Redskins and the Browns in this, I have to deal with all this. All right.
You should be numb to it by now.
Tackle.
I am going to take Trent Williams.
All right.
So that's 2 Redskins.
2 Redskins. We'll go to special teams now. Your kicker.
Adam Vinatieri, because he's going to kick till he's 70. But, damn.
Gostkowski.
Not eligible.
Yeah.
Patriots are not on the list. You can only take from the Colts, 49ers, Vikings, Bills, and Redskins.
So I can't take Vinatieri. I can't take Robbie Gould. I can't take Dan Bailey. Or Hoskins. Who's the Redskin kicker?
Is Dustin Hopkins.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, so it is. 3 Redskins.
All right. Your middle linebacker.
I'm actually going to go 3-4 here.
Okay.
So my first little middle inside linebacker will be Tremaine Edmonds of the Buffalo Bills.
All right, your second receiver.
So Tremaine Edmonds, Buffalo. You know what? I will take T.Y. Hilton. I think him and Jimmy Garoppolo would actually work well, and I got a Colt on the board.
All righty, your first defensive end.
It's future Nick Bosa. I mean, goddamn. He's the best player in this draft. Not Kyler Murray, Arizona.
Definitely not Myles Garrett.
Oh, Myles Garrett is by
Don't get
far.
him started on that again. And
Myles
I agree
Garrett.
with you. Don't get him started. He's one of the unpopular ones with that.
Myles Garrett absolutely deserved to swing his helmet at Mason Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph initiated it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Really? You're going to be one of those guys, too?
He did. That's why he's not starting
Listen,
anymore.
he's finally. Well,
Came
no,
back.
he's
No.
not starting because he stinks.
I know
And
that.
he's also not starting because he was in concussion protocol
I know-
before that,
I know
too.
that, but it came back to bite him.
No, it hit him.
Definitely
Oh, that was a great joke.
God.
That was a great one.
Yeah, your first corner.
You'll like this.
Richard Sherman?
Nope, Tre'Davious White.
Top 3 corner in football.
And 3 Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Beautifully done.
Your other tackle.
Let's go with Braden Smith. 2 Colts.
All right, tight end.
George Kittle?
No, can't take him. You know what? Kyle Rudolph is in his 20s. I'll take Kyle Rudolph.
The Vikings one of the teams?
2 Vikings. Yes, it is.
He actually took George Kittle. He's joking.
Oh, I'm about to say.
Oh, shoot. I can take George Kittle.
I'm about to say, what's wrong,
Oh,
what's
crap.
wrong with you?
Yeah, I know. George Kittle it is. Niners are done. I'm like, why does everyone keep saying
Yes.
George Kittle? He's not even eligible.
Yes, because the Niners were the team we were worried about you filling.
Right.
All right, your other middle linebacker, since you're doing a 3-4.
Let's go with Quan Alexander.
All right, your second corner.
Sherman.
Xavier Rhodes.
Over Sherman?
It is future. Keep that in mind.
Oh, future.
Sherman is 32 years
Yeah,
old.
Sherman's getting older.
And he's up and down.
So these
He's
are all-
better this year, but
These are all future?
yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sherman's had a better year than Rhodes.
Yeah.
If it was present, he would take Sherman. But
Yeah, Rhodes
is 27, 28 years
Rhodes
old.
hasn't had the best year.
No, he's been a little down this year, but he's still younger.
Yep.
All right, your first guard.
Quentin Nelson, without question.
Fun fact, Quentin Nelson is the only player this year that, in terms of individual player war, is the only offensive lineman that leads his team.
Wow. Andrew Luck is missed. That's what that means.
All right, your first running back.
Dalvin Cook,
Yeah.
3 Vikings.
Nick Chubb.
So,
too.
haha, Speedy, you thought this was going to be hard for me.
You don't think Nick
Wrong.
Chubb is up there, too?
Oh, Nick Chubb, I think, is the second best running back in football.
Outside linebacker.
Darius Leonard.
All right, your last corner.
Didn't he win a
Colts
defensive
done.
player of the year?
Rookie defensive player of the year.
Yes, he did. I thought Derwin James should have won it, though.
Close.
All right, corner.
Oh, no, we agreed on that.
Third
Right.
corner.
Rock Ya-Sin.
That's a good one. Best corner in the draft.
I'm actually going to go with Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon.
Yes.
Hey, listen, don't get me in trouble. Do not bring up Reese Witherspoon on this show. My goodness.
All right, back to special teams or punter.
You know what? Just to be petty, Trent Way. Redskins are done.
Actually, Tress Way was a Pro Bowler this year. It was voted a Pro Bowler.
Beautiful. I didn't know that. Great job.
There you go.
Redskins are done.
All right, FYI, again, you only get the 5 teams that are eligible. So Nick Chubb, he would have taken over Dalvin Cook. I know him. And he would have taken him
Said it.
first.
He said second best player in NFL, so I would think he would.
No, second best running back in the
running
NFL.
back, I meant. So.
Right. But my point is the Browns are not eligible for this circumstance.
so who
if
is?
they were, the Colts, 49ers, Vikings, Bills, and Redskins are the only 5 teams he could pick from.
Okay.
So
It's hard.
He picked Cook as
Very
the second
tough.
best running back. I know him. He would have taken Chubb over Cook if the Browns are eligible. All right, third receiver.
He's got the dog pound sweater in the back. Look at him. He's Freddie Kitchens.
You know what?
No, don't go that far.
You know what? you want to be shocked
You want to
right
talk about
now?
a horrible coach. There you go.
You want to be shocked right now?
What?
Terry McLaughlin. That's who I'm going to put for future.
Wide receiver? Of course.
Yeah. I like what I see from him.
Solid. Consistent.
All right, your other guard.
I need a Viking. Who was the guy the Vikings took? Bad Bradbury?
Yeah.
All right, I'll move him to guard.
Yeah, he's versatile. That's fine.
Vikings are done.
Vikings are done. All right, your other outside linebacker.
Who's in it?
Still 49ers, Colts, Vikings, Bills, Redskins.
So I have Leonard.
His outside linebacker right now is Darius Leonard with Tremaine Edmonds and Quan Alexander in the middle.
All right. I'm actually going to go with Matt Milano.
All righty. Other safety. Speedy's Playhouse regular, Kevin Byard, not eligible.
No. How old is Harrison Smith? 28? 29?
I think he's 29.
Harrison Smith. Harrison Smith.
He's still
Been in the league for a couple of years now, though.
Yeah, he was the 2012 draft, but again, even if he's not
Loved him
super
at Notre
old,
Dame, too.
Yeah,
Loved him
even
at
if
Notre
he's
Dame.
not super old, his game is still phenomenal. He will age well. All right, he is 30, but again, his game will age well.
Yeah,
so-
he qualifies for how long this thing is.
All right, who will coach this team?
Kyle Shanahan.
All right, your second running back.
Frank Gore, because he'll play forever. So I have Cook, who's kind of a pound and pound him guy. Here's another
Cook
guy
can
that's
do everything.
yeah, I know. I was just teasing, but
Okay.
here's a guy that I think's going to get a little bit of a little pop here. I know Darius. I like Darius Geis a lot. I do, and I think when he's healthy and right, the league will be taken by storm.
Yeah, you think of Darius Geis how I thought of Dalvin Cook last year.
Right. So I am actually going to go with Devin Singletary of the Bills. I think he's going to be a good running back in this league.
He is.
I do. And with that offensive
been
line,
very good.
Frank Gore's
with that offensive line, I think he's going to be. He's not going to be a top 5, but top 10, top 12 running back in the league. Absolutely.
All right, your last pick, your other defensive end.
Jonathan Allen.
Jonathan Allen. All right. So you do have 4 Redskins now.
And just for
Keep it going.
my sake.
Keep the music going.
So it's done already. I'm not going to go backwards. Would I have been penalized, Speedy? Are you listening to me? Are you listening?
Hold on, we're trying to figure out this music.
Well, no, I know, but what I have to say is a little bit more important than the music, I thought. Yes.
All right, go for it.
So, I'm not going to change anything, but I do want to know a quick question. Had I moved DeForest Buckner to defensive end and put Ed Oliver in the middle, would I have been penalized?
Yes.
Okay.
And Oliver is not a 3-4 defensive tackle.
Okay, because I in my heart of hearts I wanted to do that, but
he
I
could be
didn't do
three.
it.
He could be 3-4 end. I don't know if he could be 3-4 tackle, or I don't know if he could be.
It's fine because I like
he-
Jonathan Allen just as much as I like it.
He's definitely 4-3 tackle though, because that's what he played at Houston. That's what he played here, or in Buffalo. So, and again, like I said, I think that's the only reason he got drafted that high. That's really the only spot he fit, because everyone else had a 3-4 defense. The Raiders kind of have a hybrid, but they took Clelin Ferrell instead, so who were kind of in the same draft positions anyway. So, yeah, I would have definitely got you for that, because even so, I'm worried about his run defense too, and I told you that at the draft, and it's still kind of an issue for him. All right, this team, though, is very good, though, as a whole. I like the pick of Singletary, and I actually think he'll fit in that kind of offense, too. And
Great pass catcher.
Dalvin Cook's phenomenal. You know how I feel about him. Receiver is very nice. Obviously, Hilton's had a little injury concern this year, but he's still young enough where I think he will age well. And McLaurin definitely nice as well. All right, I'm just trying to see, because Trent Williams is older. I'm just trying to see if you left anybody off. Maybe in Mike McGlinchey.
Yeah,
could
no,
you have
I
gone there?
saw that, but I think Trent Williams is still young enough where I shouldn't have not looked at him.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Was it 29, 30?
I think he's a little older than that, because McGlinchey, I know, is very young. Let's see, he's 31. Yeah, okay. I'll let that one slide then. I thought he was a little older than that. Because, yeah, offensive linemen don't...
See, I love Mike McGlinchey. I actually was the only one that liked that pick during the draft.
I like the player. I just didn't like the pick because I thought Niners needed more. Needed other things, I should say.
Oh, Snugs alerts.
Snugs alert.
Drew Brees all day. He has better physical quarterback skills and can on-field coach like Manning. He is also able to turn his neck. Hashtag no mashed potatoes equals no potluck. Sorry, guys. Tell the new producer to turn on the Periscope cams. Never mind, it's up.
Look, the Periscope cams have always been up. All right. So, yeah. I thought he was a little older, so I won't nitpick for that. Braden Smith, I liked out of the draft. I told you I wanted the Giants to take him if he was there in the second round, which they took Will Hernandez instead, and he's been a lot better than Will Hernandez. Rest of it is nice. Defense, again, Buckner's versatile, and he's big enough to be a nose tackle, so that you avoided. Bosa, again, I probably would want somebody a little bigger, but again, I'm not nitpicky on that because he's phenomenal and also scheme versatile too. Linebackers are nice, and it's actually interesting because you actually have a 3-4 defense that isn't going to be traditional either. You guys have guys that can blitz up the middle too with Alexander and Edmonds. And Edmonds can move around as well.
Bill Belichick would be proud.
So I do like that a lot. Safeties are nice. First two corners, I got to check on Witherspoon if that was the best choice.
Probably. It was the only other young one I could think of was Rocky Sin, and
Well, the Colts' other corners could have been there too, Desir or the guy who's playing now for
Moore.
Yasin. No, he's a safety. I can't think of his name, but Desir maybe I think because he played very well last year. Let's see. Trey Waynes, Mike Hughes. You definitely could have gone in those directions.
I think Witherspoon's better than Mike Hughes.
Is he though? I don't know. Most of, the interesting thing is
Witherspoon is better than Mike Hughes.
The 49ers have done well with the other corners when Witherspoon was hurt. So I don't know if really he's been that transcendent
I think
to
he's
this
like
defense.
a top 10 when thrown to. The completion percentage is top 10 for him.
Right, but being he's been hurt a lot, that also could be a smaller sample size though too.
The stats don't lie, as our Marks would say.
But again, it's fine though because I'm not going to nitpick on a third corner. If it was a second corner, I probably would have been a little more harsh on it. But a third corner, I think he could be fine at. So I will give you the A+.
Nice. All right, let's motor through these.
All right, so we'll go to hockey now. We'll finish with we'll go to baseball. We'll finish with hockey because that one is.
This is present. Correct?
This one is present. Yeah. So, Madison Bargengarner.
Nice.
Has been rumored to stay in the National League, and a big reason he went to the Diamondbacks. One of the reasons he was rumored to stay that is because he likes to hit. So you get all the teams he hit a home run against.
And that's how many?
That is 8 teams.
Oh, shoot.
So I'll have you do 2 per team for this one.
Okay.
So you got the Houston Astros,
Oh, cheaters.
or as we like to call them, the Houston Asterisks. The Colorado Rockies,
Oh, nice.
where most of his home runs came naturally. Diamondbacks, where he just went to.
Wow, that's interesting.
The Dodgers. The Pittsburgh Pirates. The Atlanta Braves. The St. Louis Cardinals. And naturally, the New York Mets.
I knew the Mets would be on here. I don't know why. I knew it, though. And this is present, you said?
This one is present, so we'll start with a starting pitcher.
Do I have a DH or not?
Yes. Actually, nah, that would be too ironic. We have to keep the pitcher hitting.
Oh, okay.
Usually you would, but for the sake of it, it's just so fitting.
All right, so
Starting
what
pitcher.
did you want?
Starting pitcher.
I'll take the guy that we're talking about. I'll take Madison Bumgarner.
Also fitting. All right, your first reliever.
Let's go with. You know what? Why don't we just take Kenley Jansen off the board?
All righty. A second baseman.
Damn, no Whit Merrifield.
No Whit Merrifield.
I actually have to think about this.
Actually, think about this.
I don't know. There's really nobody on this list that jumps out and wows me. I guess Jose Altuve will do.
Yeah, the guy that everyone else thinks is the best second baseman in baseball.
Just the MLB MVP.
Right.
All right, your left fielder.
Acuna for now, but I'll play with that as it goes.
All right, catcher.
Oh boy. Pirates, no. Marys, no. Cardinals, maybe. You know what? I will take Yadier Molina. Yep.
All right, your second starter.
Let's get the Met out of the way, Mr. Jacob deGrom.
Another reliever.
We'll take. You know what? Let's get the Diamondbacks done. Archie Bradley, come on down.
All right, your third starter.
Justin Verlander?
Yeah, well, now that you said it, I can't do that. Walker Buehler, come on down.
All righty. Let's see. How about a bench outfielder?
A bench outfielder.
Yeah.
Charlie Blackmon.
Replay the music again. Keep doing it. All right, your shortstop.
Francisco Lindor.
He's not a Dodger.
No.
He is an Indian.
Yes. He hates on the Indians a lot. You'll get used to it.
They should have won that World Series against the Cubs, but that's my opinion.
I am also one of the people that believes they should not have walked Rizzo, and they should have pitched to him and not pitched to Zobrist.
Yeah, because Zobrist is...
All right, Trevor Story.
Contact hitter, yeah. All right, first base.
Cody Bellinger.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Pete Alonso. Mets are done.
Really? Huh? Nah, you're right. You're right.
All right, another starter.
All right, I'll give it to him. Justin Verlander.
A closer.
Osuna.
I don't know if he's going to close for me, but Andrew Miller's going to be in this bullpen.
Over Osuna?
Ozuna's probably going to come, but I don't know. I got to put this together in my head.
Center field.
I don't know. I'll put Acuna in center, and I'll put Cody Bellinger where Acuna was.
Okay. Bench infielder.
Bench infielder, huh? Ozzy Albies.
Really?
Okay.
Arenado?
Hold that thought.
You'll have to wait a little longer for that thought. Your last starter.
So I got Bueller, I got Verlander, I got DeGrom,
And Bumgarner.
and Mad Bum.
Mad Bar. Get it right.
Oh, Flaherty. Duh. Jack Flaherty.
All right. Right field.
Name the teams one more time.
You got Astros, Rockies, Diamondbacks, Dodgers, Pirates, Mets, Braves, Cardinals.
I'll take Marte.
Oh, he's still there. All right, another reliever.
Trying to think of the Braves. Yeah. You know what? I'll take Mike Soroka and put him as a lone reliever.
There's a lot of starting depth on this team. All right.
You never have too much.
Backup catcher.
Backup catcher. A backup catcher. Who the hell is going to be backup catcher? I only have one.
Astros catcher.
Chirinos?
He's a
No.
He should be a backup, no? It's not a bad backup.
I'm leaning towards Ramos. You know what? Give me Tyler Flowers. I need a... Oh, wait, no. I have two Braves already. Scratch that.
Yeah, you have three Braves.
Where is the... who's the catcher for the Pirates?
It was Cervelli. I don't know.
Cervelli's gone now.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll pull this up. I'm just going to probably take the guy.
I think it's like
Pirates.
Elias Diaz, if I were to guess off the top of my head.
Oh, no. Well, it can't be him then. Oh, wow. All right. I'll actually take Jacob Stallings for the Pirates. 262, 6 home runs. I'll take it.
All right.
Pirates are done. There's nobody else on this team. I'll take it.
All right.
Josh Bell does not fit.
I'm just trying to count your roster size right now.
Just give me third base already so I can move on.
Arenado.
You got 20. He knows. Fine, you could have him now.
The best infielder in baseball, Nolan Arenado.
All right, so you got 4 spots left. So you got...
2 and 2. I'll take an infielder and an outfielder if you give me that.
Okay, go for it.
Infield? My outfielder is George Springer. I already know that. My infielder... You know what? How about the utility guy? Give me Jeff McNeil.
Hey, the Speedy's Playhouse debut of Jeff McNeil.
Justin Turner?
Nah, he's too defensive liability for me.
All right, and they're the 2 relievers.
I will take Robert Ozuna. And you know what? I'll take the gamble. I'm also going to take Edwin Diaz.
Wow.
All right. Now.
Oh, my God. My heart sank. I thought that was Mariano Rivera for a split second behind me. My heart sank.
Oh, you're funny.
No, I swear to God, my heart sank.
All right, so this is interesting. Now, why doesn't Josh Bell fit exactly? I'm just curious. What is your reasoning behind that?
Pete Alonso is a better hitter than him to me.
Okay.
And I don't want defensively in the outfield. I don't know what he is. So I'm not trusting that. Cody Bellinger just won a Gold Glove.
Okay.
And if I had to take a two-way player from the Pirates, I'm taking Marte. And then now I know with the catcher and everything like that, but the catcher list on this was kind of weak. So I don't.
Well, I understand why you don't want Wilson Ramos as a backup catcher because he's not good defensively either.
Right.
Oh, you didn't take your boy Will Smith. That's a first.
Yadier was better, and I think that Will Smith. I didn't need the Dodgers, so I would have taken Will Smith if it was future. Will Smith would have been on this team.
All right. Yeah, I guess that's fair. All right. All right. Infield is great, like I said many times. Most people think Jose Altuve is the best second baseman, but Tyler is the exception to that rule.
I mean, Whit Merrifield backed it up this year.
He did. He absolutely did. I'll give him credit for that. Maybe he heard you.
Oh, he definitely did. He said, I'm gonna make Tyler always right. Hashtag whatever Snug says.
Whatever. I like that. Hashtag whatever Snug says. I like it. We're gonna make that a thing. We're making.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hashtag ban the beef. Hashtag whatever Snug says.
That is the new hashtag. We started that. All right. So infield, like I said, is nice. Bellinger proved this year he could defend a lot better in the outfield. So I am more trustworthy of that than I was last year. Rotation is amazing. Bullpen, let's see. So Soroka's your long reliever. I mean, we'll see how Osuna pitches out of a closer role. He really doesn't have much experience with that yet. Obviously, Miller can supplement for that right now. You know what's interesting? You left off that Will Smith, too. 2 Will Smiths. Reliever Will Smith. You left him off, too, which is interesting.
I forgot he signed with the Braves.
He is a Brave. Now, he's a little more versatile, where maybe I trust him over Ozuna, but I'm not going to nitpick on that either. The rest of
I forgot he's a Brave. I also forgot Shane Green is there.
Well, he's better than Shane Green.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. I forgot that there's...
Shane Green he's probably good like every 3 years, and then he's bad again.
I mean, the Yankees trade him for nothing. So
all right, I'll give you the A+ for this one, too. I'm not going to nitpick on those, because even though I would probably take those guys over the ones you picked, that is fine. All right, so we'll end it.
We're going to save hockey for tomorrow.
We are? All right.
We are, because I did promise my girlfriend that I would leave on time today, so I will be a man of my word and leave on time today.
All right. Sounds good to me.
So, Speedy.
Yeah.
Tell them where they can find us. Oh, wait, whoa. Oh, my God. Hashtag I screwed up. Speedy. We're in the end game now. Tell them where they can find us.
Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Sirius Radio, spelled like the word Sirius, not Sirius XM. You're not doing it today?
All right. Serious?
SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, on our website at worldwidesportsradio.com. And also, we are one of only 16 sports radio networks and podcasts on radio.com.
16? That's it. That's all I got. 16. Are you done? That was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I always end with the radio.com because it's the new thing now.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Baran. I got nothing clever to say today, actually. Again, article's up on the website. 3 mans, 1 franchise. I've heard good things about it, but I would like to keep hearing those cool things. And I'm disappointed because no one sent me cool jerseys to look at yet on our Twitter. But hey, what are you going to do?
Hashtag whatever Snug says.
Hashtag whatever Snug says. So, Speedy, we'll be back tomorrow, 8 to 10, as always. And, yeah, that's we're out of here. We're out of here, Smegler. That's all. That's all. So long. Kevin, say your goodbyes.
Adios, amigos.
And, Speedy, you know what to do.
Of course. Thanks for listening, and have a glorious night.
I love that I've got him started on this. I love it. Errol cringes, but I got to be honest with you. I'm very proud that I got him to go into that depth and pull it out of him. And yes, that's what she said. So, again, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a little bit crazy. We will continue the Playhouses. We're picking week 16 and 17 of the NFL season. That's going to be interesting.
The Eagles are not winning.
That's tomorrow's show, Kevin.
No spoilers.
We will be back tomorrow to decide whether or not the Cowboys will lose. They will, but we'll decide that tomorrow. And also,
Jason Garrett will still not be brought up on the show.
He's hashtag a good coach, just like Aaron Boone. But yeah, that's really all. That's all we got time for today. Friday, I am disappointed to say that the network has let me down, as it always does, because everyone around here is, I don't know why they're afraid to come on this show. I'm very opening and very honest, and it's fine. But hey, you know what? It's fine. Because I now know that I can do this in front of a live crowd, because the first live crowd I've ever had here loved me. So I'm good. I'm straight. I don't need your help. I don't need anyone's help. I just need Speedy to run the board. That's all I need. As long as Speedy's
That's
here.
not happening today.
Well, as long as I have somebody running the board with Speedy Petey's guidance, I'm set and I'm straight. Or Errol. By the way, I wanted to thank Errol again. Yesterday's show was honestly the best show I've done in quite some time. That show was amazing. It was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I do thank Errol Marks very much for bringing the thunder. And I brought the lightning. Bam! That's what everything said. Boom! Boom goes the dynamite. Boom! Well, I guess no one saw that coming. Haha, I did. See ya!
You're listening to the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.